Today we are going to learn how to do a multi-live. So first things first, from the home page or any page on Bigo, you can just click down on that blue circle. Go live. So now that we are live, you're going to notice that all these boxes have plus signs. That means that at any given time, anyone who wants to can just jump up in here. So if I don't want that to happen, I can stop it from two ways. One, I can click on the plus sign and I can click on lock the mic. Or the faster, better way is up here at the top where there's the little circles and there's the number of people in the room. Click on the number of people in the room and then click on settings. We're going to go ahead and change it from open mode to invitation mode. Now, you may notice all of my chairs are little couches. So if somebody wants to join, hi, they have to click on one of those little couches or down here at the bottom to join. So if I want to actually have someone, I click on the couch and I see who is this person that's wanting to come up. Yami, right now I'm doing a training, so I'm not bringing anybody up, but I will be going live later on and doing a regular live, at which point we'll have a regular multi and everybody can come up. But thank you so much. So if I wanted to bring him up, I'd press accept and I would choose which number of box that I would like to put him in. I can choose 1, 2, or 3. So Cowboy, I'm doing a training right now, but I could actually use your help. So I'm going to click yes on Cowboy. I'm going to click the little check mark, and I'm going to put him in a box. There we go. So now I've got a guest here with me. Hey, Bebop. So now there's a few different things that you can do. Good evening. I'm just doing a quick little training. So if we go back up into that same spot up there in the corner, and we go over to our settings, I can change how many rooms, like seats we have, 4, 6, 9, etc. I can go into a floating window and make this really, really big. Now, if I wanted to basically hand things over to Cowboy, what I can do is click on guest, and you see there's the little squares there with the arrows. If I click on that, now Cowboy's in the big box. So if he is, doing something crazy, or maybe he's doing a performance and I'm holding a talent show or whatever it is, now he is the one that's, up and in charge. If I want to take the box back for myself, I go back to guest and I just simply switch it back over. Another thing that you may want to do if you have a room full of people is, instead of doing the floating window where you're quite large, do the square grid. That way everybody has the same size box, right? And we can all sort of just have a conversation back and forth. So I can switch it to 6. I can switch it all the way up to 12 seats at a time, where we're all really tiny. And if you want to see somebody's box bigger, you just double tap on it, and it will show it bigger. So yes, for right now, I'm just going to switch it back to 4 because there's only 2 people here. So then you'll also notice down here at the bottom, it says guests can speak freely. And that means basically that everybody's unmuted. So this is a very important thing. If things go crazy in your room and all of a sudden people start saying all this stuff and you can't hear and you need to take control of your room, switch this off and every single person will be muted. And they can't fix it. They can't be unmuted unless you unmute them. So that's like an emergency button, that you activate in a time of need. Yes, Bebop, exactly. You can also mute individuals. So if I click on Cowboy's name here, it's going to give me the option right here to mute him. So if I mute him, now he can't talk anymore. And then I can unmute him. He can also mute himself or turn off his own video. But if I mute him, it's overriding everything, right? So that's another really important thing. The other thing, when you notice, if you click on here, there's all these little icons. These are not actually paid gifts. These are just a little, if you just want to add like a little humor to the situation, you could like throw a bomb on somebody or something like that. Another little humorous thing you can do, if you click on the 3 lines and you click on, thank you, Cowboy. If you click on sounds, you can do little sounds. Like, for example, if Cowboy says something that's a little weird, we could go, right? It just adds a little humor. Or if you're introducing yourself and you just showed up on the panel, you can say, I'm here, and click on the clap. So that's just like a little fun thing that you can do. When you're gifting somebody, you just click on the gift box and you're going to select the person that you want to gift. If I had more than one person up on the panel right now, I could actually select all and gift every single person that's up on the panel. So that's a really good, fun way to do it, especially if you are sending bells, because if you have 3 people at a time sending bells, this whole room will turn gold and turn into lucky mode. And now you have a better chance of winning. So that's kind of a fun thing too, like encouraging kind of gambling with bells when you're live. Oh my goodness, Cowboy, that must have been very expensive. What else can I show you guys? Oh, I want to show you, if you click on the little smiley face, you can send little stickers, like where you're like kissing the box next to you, or if somebody sends you a gift and someone else is talking, you can say like, thanks, without actually speaking up and interrupting. So that's a really cool thing. And you can actually do like some pretty hilarious ones. This is Rar's favorite, for example. So that's a cool thing. No, Cowboy, you're doing this for free because you showed up. So then the other thing that you can do right up here at the top, you're going to see this little heat. It switches back and forth. So this is showing me my stars and my heat. So if you click on that, it's going to tell you what you need to do to get to the next star, just like in a solo. So in this case, we have all our beans, we have enough gift givers, but we need 3 more people to pop up, right? And now we're going to be on the next. Thank you for your contribution, Cowboy. Now we'll be on the next star. On the heat list, you actually have your own separate heat list that's just for multis. So that's kind of cool. So you can check and see where you're at. You get heat in the same way for these rooms as you do anything else. It's people, commenting, watching your live, popping up in the box, gifting, obviously. All of these things are going to contribute to heat. You can also get these exclusive gifts if you click on your gifts. And then you click on this little, it looks like like a filing drawer or something up at the top. In this baggage, see, I have a free heat gift. So I'm not going to send it right now because this isn't like a real broadcast. But if I sent it, it would heat up the room a little bit, right? Oh, I do have something I'll send right now, though, just for you. So another thing you can do really quick, because I don't want this to go on forever, is up at the top here, you can click on your photo. So when we were talking about everything that we were talking about before, where you can update the title and the photo, you can do that right in the middle of your live as well. If you notice room level here, this is going to give you all these different features we're talking about. So when you first start off, in multis, you're going to have almost nothing. You won't have the ability to have a room theme. You won't have the ability to have keep my room, which we'll talk about in a moment. So the more things that you do, the bigger your room gets. And all of that is based off of number of guests, live duration, how long people are actually hanging out on your panel, the number of people that are sending gifts, and then the number of beans that you receive. So all just very basic stuff. So the more you do multis, the more features your multis will have. Your contribution list, that's how many people gifted you that day, that week, that month, and then what you've also sent out. So you can click there to find that out. Atmosphere, that's the background we talked about earlier. Announcement is a really cool thing. So you can type in an announcement that will be pinned to the top of your chat. So as people come in, they're going to automatically see that. That's only something that you can do in a multi. You do not have that privilege in a solo. So it's something to take advantage of. Administrators, this is where you're going to go in and quickly remove somebody's admin if they're being an asshole. And then room type, you can also change the room there. So keep my room. I really want to talk about that. But before I do, down at the bottom, you'll see how long your live's going on, how many viewers you've had, how many fans, and how many beans. Boost my room, you can only do once. It's a free way to get more viewers into your room, and you can only do it once per broadcast. Okay, so keep my room. If you turn this on, you can, leave your broadcast by clicking on this little, you see the little door with an arrow? You can leave your broadcast. It will still be live. Cowboy would still be in here. All the people in the room would still be in here, but I would no longer be in here. I could go into someone else's live. I could get up on their panel. I can gift whatever I have to do. Then you come back to your multi and you join your multi. As soon as you do that, go back up here and turn off Keep My Room. And thank you, Cowboy. This is extremely important because don't do what I did. The other day, I forgot that I had Keep My Room on. I ended my broadcast and I ended up being live for 11 hours with all of my boxes open. And I'm extremely lucky that I did not get banned. Thank you, Cowboy, because anyone could have come up. They could have smoked a joint. They could have been naked. They could have shown a gun. And I would have received that ban as well. So if you use Keep My Room, only use it in extreme circumstances where, for example, so if he's saying he's nude right now, I should just drop him. but he's a good friend, so I know he won't screw me over. So, be very, very careful about that because whatever happens on your screen, right during my training, thank you so much, Cowboy. Whatever happens on your screen, you are responsible for, okay? So if he turned his video on right now and he was naked, I would need to immediately drop him down in order to not catch a ban. So be very, very careful of the content that you have. The other thing about Keep My Room that's very important to note is if you receive any gifts while Keep My Room is active and you are not in your room, they will not count towards your tier at all. So if somebody comes in your room and throws you 10,000 beans, they'll be in your wallet, but you will not get those beans as a gift or as part of your tier. So only use Keep My Room in extreme circumstances. And remember that you won't even see it unless you've built your room up that much. Okay, is there anything else I'm missing? Oh, one thing, but I can't show it to you until I end the live. So thank you so much for your help, Cowboy. I'll be back on later for my regular scheduled programming. Thank you. But don't leave because I want to show them Assign Live. So if you're ending the live, you press X and you can choose to either assign the live to the person in the so I could choose Cowboy, and what will happen is everybody on my panel and every single person in my room will then go into Cowboy's live. We're not going to do that to him right now, so we're just going to do regular end the live. Thank you again, Cowboy, and everybody else. I'll see you all soon. And the live, and we're done.